Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sally Jack's TV Mum, and this is a big clean that I did around my house when I first broke up from work, just to get a really deep clean. So I did all the stairs, which was all the glass on the stairs, although that's still got fingerprints all over it now. I've also done the settee, and I've done my bedroom as well. So here is a deep clean, and the products that I've used, they will be in the description below for you to have a look at if you wanted to go click through and go and buy those from Ideal World. But these are the products that I use around my home and what I've been doing to sanitize the house as well whilst I've been off in isolation. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. You can click here. And, well, not here, it's down here, but it looks like this, if you know what I mean. You can also press that bell notification, and I'm on other forms of social, which is Instagram and Twitter, and also Facebook as well. I would love to have your company on all of them. I do go live on Facebook every week. Well, I am doing at the moment, so if you want to join me on there, you can do. So here it is. Here is the big, deep clean in isolation with my little boy, Frankie Jack. So first off, it's cleaning up after the homeschooling. I normally do roughly around about 2 hours every single day with him. So making sure he's got his maths, English, grammar, spelling, things like that. And then we do a little bit of craft. For cleaning the table, I use a product called Blue Magic. I use this most cases around the home, that and sort of Zaflora, but this is an excellent product that costs you roughly about 10 pence a bottle at Ideal World. I'll leave the link in the description below and you can go and buy it, and it takes you straight there. I think you buy it and it makes up to 200 or 300 bottles. You get it in a concentrated form, but I use this an awful lot on my carpets as well. So any stains, because I've got a light carpet, any stains that I use the Blue Magic on. So it's a really fantastic piece of cleaning product that I use within my home. It's called Blue Magic. So my little helper had fallen asleep. So here I am cleaning around afterwards. So first of all, I always go over the table with the Blue Magic. Then I always go over it with the orange cleaner because that actually feeds the wood, because what we've got, our coffee table is actually big sleepers. Then I went and did my windows, and I normally do this with either Windoline or Williams waterless wash and wax, whatever I can get my hands onto. And then of course I wanted to do a big spritz of the settee and lift everything up to make sure that all the crumbs, because you get a lot of dirt behind it, and if you're not doing this week in, week out, it can get very, very mucky. And the last massive deep clean that I did was at the end of November last year. So I always get my corded vac out for something like this whenever I'm doing a deeper clean. If I'm just doing a normal everyday clean, it'll always be the cordless, but I find the corded just a little bit better for those deeper cleans. So it feels really good. So we lift all the cushions off, we got underneath, we got most of the dog hairs up, and you know, any sort of bits of bread and toast from the morning when Frankie Jack has his breakfast, we got all that, because it gets very mucky when you've got kids in the house, doesn't it? So here we are, putting all the cushions back, plumping up all the cushions and making it feel better, and Frankie Jack's having a go at this big sofa that's right in front of me here. So once all that's done, it always feels so much better around the house. And of course I did the dog beds as well, covered those, and then round the coffee table. The coffee table is very, very difficult to move. It's incredibly heavy. This is the finished look for it, my little dolly there. So that's the finished look of the wonderful lounge. So I want to go over with a couple of products. So these are the products that I use. I have used Windoline in the past, that's been really good. But one of the ones, so the first thing that I will do is, this is real wood. And you've seen me use this in loads, probably 3 or 4 of the vlogs that I've done, and that's the Ultimate Orange Cleaner. This actually feeds your wood. You should use this on everything that's wood. You could even use it on cabinet fronts, in the kitchen, even when they're laminate, but just don't use it on the floors because it makes it slippery. But this makes it smell incredible. Each one of these is made of loads of Brazilian oranges, and we have this at Ideal World. Frankie, Jack and Gary just going out to play football. So in the description below, I've left you a link of where you can go and buy this from if you want. I'm not so sure, but I think Ideal World's the only place that sell it. So that's the Ultimate Orange Wood Polish and Conditioner. So it feeds the wood. And then, so I use microfiber cloths. These look really old now. You can also get those from Ideal World. I'll leave you a description for those. and also I use Williams waterless wash and wax. So I use this on mirrors, I use this on windows, and I also use this on my glass. So this puts a Canuba wax coating on there as well. And not that it's going to rain on this, but if you're using it on your car, it actually basically repels the water off it. So it's really good for cleaning the car. But I tend to use it more in the house than I do on my car. So I'm going to do the orange. So I'm going to leave you a link for that as well. That will be below in the description below for you. So these are the two things that I'm going to clean all of this with, as you see me quickly clean these stems as well as I can. To use this, what you do is you get your microfiber cloth, and what you do is squirt into the microfiber cloth, and that's what you use. You don't need much of the orange cleaner, so a little goes a long way. A few of you have asked where I get my stuff from and what I'm using for cleaning around the home, so I thought I'd leave you descriptions and show you what I'm using when I'm doing my deep cleans. Basically, you clean with one cloth and then you buff over with the next, but you'll probably have to use more than two whilst you're doing the job, especially when you've got this many mirrors, windows, glass, or whatever it is. So Williams waterless wash and wax was invented for cars, but I use it in the home because it's absolutely incredible. Now, you don't use it on your surfaces in the kitchen, that's like on your granite, although it's absolutely incredible for granite, so it's really good for things like gravestones of loved ones. However, if you are using it on granite, you can't eat off that surface, so you need to be using a chopping board, etc. But you can use it on your kitchen cupboards, you can use it on your mirrored furniture, your mirrors, you can use it on your windows. But I tend to use it the most on this glass stair, and it brings them up absolutely perfect. It's such a good job. So you wipe over it first of all, and then you go over it with a second cloth and you buff it. So if you can see, I'm wiping over with the blue and then I'm going over with the pink to buff, and that's how you get them to bring them up so well and so sparkly. Also, you can use this has been invented for cars, so it's absolutely fantastic for your car. And with that Canuba wax, it repels the rain, and the more you do it, the more it builds up on your car, so the more protective your car is. There's some people that are real big car enthusiasts at work, and they absolutely swear by this product. I do use it on my car, but I'm not a car enthusiast. I'm really not bothered. It just gets me from A to B. But my house, obviously, I'm house proud, as we all are, so I tend to use it definitely around the house more. Here it is on the windows. It comes up really well on the windows. I got out and sprayed on the inside because the window cleaner never gets this bit, but unfortunately I can't get round to the next window, which is a bit annoying. But that's the finished look of my stairs, and they really were sparkling. So when the lights light up, you see every inch of every dirt and every fingerprint. Stripping the bed. You'll have to excuse the state of me. I'm certainly not going to get dressed up to do the cleaning. And Frankie, Jack and I had already done a run this morning, so I was a bit sweaty from that. So there was no point getting in the shower. Everything that we have on our bed, apart from the bed frame, that comes from Next. But everything we have on the bed comes from Ideal World. So our mattress is the Adam mattress. Although I do actually want to change for the Emma mattress at the moment. We've also got the mattress topper, which is a 7-inch topper. That's from Ideal World. My pillows are box pillows, and they're from Ideal World, but I'm wanting to change those for the silk pillows. I've actually ordered them, so I'm hoping they're going to be arriving. And yeah, so everything that we saw, and the duvet that we put over us isn't the silk duvet, it's the wool duvet that we had a couple of years ago. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to go and put my wash on, and I'm going to, these are protective pillowcases we've also got, so all these are going to come off as well. So I'm going to put everything in the wash, on a really good wash, and we're going to hang it out on the line to dry. And I'm also going to put our mattress topper out in the back garden, and I'm also going to put our duvet out in the back garden, because actually the sunlight, and it's very warm today, purifies what you're sleeping on. Don't forget we sleep under a lot of house dust mites, things like that. We do. Right, so that is your box pillow from Ideal World that I bought a few years ago. So I'm going to put all pillows and everything outside so it can all be purified. So this is what we're doing. So I've already had the duvet hung up, but I've taken that back upstairs. But this is what I've done with our mattress topper this afternoon. So I cleaned all the furniture before I laid this out. This is our mattress topper, and I've also got all the pillows as well. I've also got all the pillows dotted around just to purify them. And I'm not saying this is going to get rid of the coronavirus, but this is something that will be really good for you to do and strip all your bedding to put outside as another sort of way of making sure that everything is clean, etc. in your home. I brought the vac upstairs to do the mattress because I'm picking out a lot of the feathers that have come out of the mattress topper, but we do shed skin cells obviously during the night, and then we have house dust mites that feed off those. So I have the windows open. Vacuum over is always a really good idea, and of course as well you just want it as clean as possible, don't you? Frankie Jack loves cleaning, so he's got a bit of Windolene because I think that's pretty safe for him to use, for him to be able to clean those mirrored cabinets with his microfiber cloth. I pulled my bedside cabinet out as well. There was a lot of dust, a lot of dirt, and there was also an extension cable from Christmas lights. And then we did Gary's side as well. We did the pictures above the bed, which was really important. I found a lot of dust on the top of those. You don't realise what you don't dust on. So I've also got this amazing contraption. It's called Tefal Clean and Steam. So it's got a slight hoover mechanism in it as well, so it can pick up sort of debris. This was from Ideal World, but unfortunately we don't have it anymore, which I'm gutted about because I know loads of you would absolutely love this. I just think it's fantastic. Steaming is the best way to go because it kills 99.9% of germs. A heck of a lot more cleaner than using a mop and bucket. He really wanted to clean the photos, so here he is, and he did such a good job of them as well. He was really, really particular. And then also as well going right in at the light fittings and doing all those mirrored cabinets. Frankie Jack's fingerprints do get everywhere. Although mirrored cabinets are so beautiful, they are a nightmare if you've got kids, because of course they only look great once a week. Although he's not so bad, he's worse on the stairs. He gets his fingerprints all over the stairs. So it's pulling the bed out now, going right behind the bed, going on the top as well, and steaming as I go. So I vacuum over. Even though this steam cleaner does have a vacuum function, it only picks up light bits, and of course there was quite a few bunny tails, I think that's what you call them, underneath the bed, so it was too much for the actual vacuum on the steam cleaner. But what an awesome product. I absolutely love it and I swear by it. Not too bad, but I think there's more underneath there that I'm not going to be able to get to. No, actually I think I am. So just get rid of these on the floor. When I stood up from doing that part, I had all dust all over my trousers as well. So here he is. This is Gary's side. I'm cleaning, so the bed's been pushed right the way over because it's a Super King bed now. It's very, very difficult to move it around the bedroom. It makes it difficult, especially when you've got a 5-year-old that wants to have a ride on it as well. So we put all the furniture back, all the lampshades back, all the pictures back on the sides of our beds, because obviously, basically, I'd done that thorough clean and now it was time to make the bed up. Doing the mirrors on the wardrobe, although that wardrobe needs to be painted and I've been wanting to do it for about a year, could even be 2 years, could be shameful. And then I did this cabinet. Very, very difficult to clean this one because the wires are embedded into the wall, so Gary had to be there when we actually moved this, so he could keep hold of those. So this is a very difficult piece of furniture to actually do a thorough clean behind, but we did it and we managed it. And it felt so much better when I got into bed at night that we had done that really big, deep clean. So you can see him in a moment. He's just going to move it for me and hold on to those so I can actually vacuum and I can steam behind. One of the best things that you can do to actually sanitize your bed, obviously we know sanitizing comes from steam, so is to actually have the steam on your iron, and actually iron whilst it's on the bed. And that goes with your pillows also, and also your duvet cover. So you can do a little bit if you want to on the ironing board, which we have, but we also bring it to the bed and you iron like this, and that also purifies, as well as the sanitisation of putting it outside. Also, the wash that I've put the duvet on is a 60 degree. I know all this 30 degree malarkey, and it's very good, it's very eco-friendly, but where your bed and your towels are concerned, it is better. And if you've got a steam input or output, or whatever it's called, that you can put on your washer, that is also better for you. The more that you do, the cleaner that your bed's going to go. Now that's not just for coronavirus. What I am saying is that if you're clean and you're keeping on top of things, that's not only keeping on top of everybody that's sleeping in the bed, it's also keeping on top of things like house dust mites, etc. in your bed. I did the same thing with the duvet cover, so that's sanitising your duvet as well. So this is the finishing look of my bedroom. So you saw me pull out the cabinets. I went over. My little boy's been sat on watching Peter Rabbit since. Do you remember me telling you about I'm fed up of hearing about Peter Rabbit? So this is a Kylie bedding that I've got. Kylie cushion, Kylie cushion. That's a Kylie cushion with the pearls on it. This is just a normal cushion that I got with pearls on it. This is Kylie. I do think they're overly priced for what they are, but I really did like them. And then I've gone over with Blue Magic and Windoline, I think it's called. And then over here I've gone and I've got right in here to try and get rid of all the muck down there. And again, gone over the mirrors. And I've also gone over this area here and pulled all this out to make sure this is all great. So that is the finished look of my bedroom today. So that's pulling out the bed, that's doing a really deep clean. The only thing that I haven't done is that light there, which is actually really difficult to do, which I'll do hopefully whilst I'm off on these 12 weeks or however long I'm off for. So hopefully I'll get on with all that. But that's the finished look of my bedroom. I've also done the toilets as well today. Did a really good job and thorough job of those. And then all the hard floors, I've steamed all those. Tomorrow I'm going to do a really good bottoming of the kitchen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of my YouTube channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe as well. It's down here, and press that bell notification. I'll see you later.